Willie D Live.
What's up, family? A growing number of people in the U.S. want Nicki Minaj deported back to her country, Trinidad. This after she showed up and showed out with Erica Kirk at her Turning Point event. Yeah, fam, she went full MAGA, kissing Donald Trump's raggedy, rusty, crusty, laid back, wrinkled booty. I ain't know what else to say. Anyway, fam, they are on her head. Over 100,000 signatures have been gathered to get her up out of here. And the worst part, it seems that the first petition, the one that has over 75,000 signatures, may have been started by BARB. Yeah, BARB. Nicki's fan club. Yeah. Earlier this year, Nicki waged a war against Jay-Z and all things Rock Nation. And the petition suggests that she may have done it out of lunacy and is a danger to everyone standing on American soil. Yeah, fam, they want her up out of here. The campaign leader behind the petition was started by someone calling themselves Pedo Nicki Minaj, a BARB-like nickname, but also meant to shade Nicki's sexual offender registered husband, Kenneth Petty. Yeah, fam, they put 16 pictures on the screen and they said, pick one, man. Any one of them on any date. Petition is saying that Nicki has been defending this guy and she has actually harassed victims. You don't say. How do you deal with something like that? You know, like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you find yourself in a situation like that where your guy has been accused, not just accused, he's been convicted. And did that happen before or after? I'm assuming that it had to happen before they got together. And she got together with him anyway. Did she know? Or did she find out later? In any event, none of that even really matters. What really matters is the way Nicki hijacked the culture. She came in, she was accepted with open arms. She came in through the cash money system. I think it was it Drake put on? I think Drake started putting on, and then she blew up with a mixtape, and from there, boom, she's been hot ever since. And so Cash Money Streets. So who promote the streets, who support the streets from day one. It's always us, black folks. We started off. And then the rest of the world see what we like, and they go, well, we like that too. Okay, if they like it, it must be good. So that's how that go when it comes to hip hop. When it comes to hip hop, in most cases, not all, but most cases, every single hip hop star out there started with a black fan base. In most cases. So Nicki absolutely started with a black fan base and she exploded from there. But here's what I really find disturbing about a lot of black artists. Nobody's paying attention to them. Nobody. Nobody cares about them at all. Black people listen to them. Wow, man, he's good. She's good. They start supporting them. They buy the records. They buy the merchandise. They go to the shows. They big up them. And then, at some point, the ones who cross over, and now they got a bigger audience. They have a more mainstream audience. White folks start coming in. Latinos start coming in. Some Asians start coming in. And next thing you know, they really don't care about what black folks think. They didn't know racism existed. They ain't never experienced racism. All of a sudden, like, you never heard this type of talk when they just had the black fan base. But once their fan base extends beyond their community, now all of a sudden, it's, oh, I didn't know racism exists. It's them pandering to people who hate their guts. Them trying to be accepted by people who hate their guts and hate their people's guts. I do not understand it because the way I'm made up, the way my mind works is I'm rocking with the horse that I rode in on. I got that type of mentality like, man, if you wasn't there from the start, hey, it might be some room for you, but I'm going to take care of the people who was there with me from the start, who helped me build this thing from the start. Those are the people who are my priority. Everybody else is cool. If you come along, cool. But you better understand, this is my base. That's my priority. My base is my priority. So I really don't give a damn what y'all saying over here, because this is where I'm going to start at, my base. I'll never abandon my base. But some of these artists, they get to that point and they start, hanging around in different circles and stuff, and their true color starts to show. Who they really are starts to show. It's like, oh, so deep down inside, you really wanted to be accepted by them more than anything. Like, I can't even fathom wanting to be accepted by other people more than my base or my own people. It's me, it's us first. And then if somebody else wanna show me some love and all, okay, cool, woo. But you better believe I'm never going to compromise myself to try to please somebody else and not address the issues and the concerns of my own people first. That's sucker shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not built like that. But it's a lot of them out there that are. The bigger they are. Some of these black artists, they start off on the black station, then the white stations, the top 40 start playing them. Next thing you know, they come to town, they don't even stop by the black station. This is why the white people who look down on black people and think they're superior to black people behave the way they behave, because they know that there's a considerable amount of black people out there who will give a limb to be in close proximity to them, to be accepted by them, to get an award from their award show, to be invited to their gala. Yeah, that's how they rock, man. So no, I would not give them the satisfaction. Absolutely not. But Nicki will. A lot of them you'd be surprised how many of your favorite rappers, not just rappers though, your favorite celebrities hold these views that they have. You'd be surprised about how many of them, you'd be surprised by how many of them are Trump supporters. A lot of them, man. A lot of them. They get quiet. But at some point, they think it's safe, and then they just bust out. Sometimes it happens when they fall off. Sometimes it happens when they're having a mental crisis. Sometimes it happens when somebody just give them a big bag, a bigger bag, And then sometimes it happens when they want that inclusion. They just want to be included. They just want to be on that side, What I would say we know that she's going to get her wake-up call, right? We know that's going to happen because it always happens. What I would say to you guys out there who are disappointed in her is, don't accept her back. Stop accepting them back so easily. Saw Stacey Dash trying to slide back in. People in her comments who were normally in her just in her comments a year ago, who was dragging her, now they're in the comments talking about how good she looked. Hey, I'm glad you came around. Fool, she had no choice. The Republicans don't want her anymore. They have no use for her. Trump has no use for her. Fox has no use for her. So where did she go? Back to the black side, who's always right there with open arms, ready to forgive and forget no matter how dirty you did them. I don't even understand how people can have that type of mentality. Hell no, man. Nah. And I don't see nothing sexy about Stacey Dash. Nothing. She don't give a damn how much skin she try to show and how contour she try to wear her clothes. Your ass is grass around here. You done. You trash. Stacey Dash is trash. To all you dudes out there, man, I know that there's a saying out there that men will F anything. But have some integrity about yourself, bro. This is why some women look down on you. This is why you have women out there that look down on men. Because they know it's a lot of dudes out there that don't have any integrity. If you got a split, they'll hit. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not with that. I don't see nothing good about it. Yeah, on the outside, I can see she got what's called a societal standard attractive face, you know? But because she's so rotten inside, I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. I would have no desire whatsoever to touch her with a 10-foot pole. Stacey Dash is trash. Nicki's gonna learn the hard way that crashing out ain't it. Crashing out for MAGA ain't it. But you know what's up? Since we on the deportation trip, let's deport Trump. Is that possible? I think that would be a good start. I would say deport that nigga. Get his ass up out of here. Like, if we can deport him, man, we'd be making some progress. We would be making some progress. This dude, can y'all imagine it's been a year already? Already. Remember when he came in, day one, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. All he did was sign a bunch of executive orders, and most of them were symbolic. And the ones that wasn't symbolic pretty much gutted the American economy. You know, like he bludgeoned it. And I want to know why some of y'all are trying to act like those planes going down in January and February, all of those planes going down was not a direct result of him firing so many FAA personnel. I'm gonna call it what it is, fam. I gotta call it striking the ball a ball. Striking the ball a ball. You got people out there that say, well, you know, God forgives somebody have their own opinion. You know, okay, so, you know, if you vote for Trump, if you support Trump, you're the bad guy. You are. Do you see what he's doing, dummy? Do you see what he's doing? Do you see what he's doing? But that don't matter because you like him. You got battered president syndrome. No matter how badly he treats you, you still love him. No matter how horrible of a decision maker he is, you still love him. It does not matter that he leaves this country in worse shape than it was when he came into the Oval Office. You still love him. Does not matter that he is destroying programs and initiatives that unite people rather than separate them, you still love him. It does not matter that he makes this country a little bit more dangerous for your children to live in and your grandchildren to live in. You still love him because you are a selfish son of a... No more talk.